Here it is, baby.
Shut the fuck up! You're gonna find me dead! I'm gonna kill myself! Where's Fish? Where's Fish? Who's my fucking head off?
Break it! Break it!
It's not my fault.
What day is it? It is Thursday, August 30th, 2018, episode number 74 of JB's Pick and Roll. We did not do a pick and roll yesterday due to the fact I was trying to work on getting a new co-host for the JB radio show. It went very, very well if you guys missed that. As a matter of fact, patrons got to hear that yesterday about 4 hours in advance, so that was a lot of fun. I definitely had a lot of fun yesterday, but good morning, good morning, good morning. It is JB's Pick and Roll, and I got to say, this is so reminiscent of the early days of JB's Pick and Roll. Listen, I want you to listen closely. Do you guys remember that noise? I'm back on the juice. I treated myself to the juice today. I got myself a nice iced venti vanilla latte, and it's like crack cocaine to me. I have finally decided that there is an addiction that I have a hard time kicking, and it is this shit. It's one of the only things in the world that wakes me up. Like, coffee can wake me up, but there's something about this that's like cocaine. Like, when it's in my system, I'm ready to fucking charge. Like, I'm ready to go. And it's weird. Like, black coffee, it wakes me up. It makes me aware. You know, like, I'm aware. I drink my third cup of coffee. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good. Let's go for, like, a drive, you know. But this shit here, I'm going to go mow the lawn again today. I think this is the third straight day I've mowed my yard. I'm not even joking. It took me 2 days in a row because I let it get away from me. But I just finished it yesterday. I think I'm just going to mow it again today and just get it down lower. Because I am, like, so coked out of my mind right now on this fucking coffee. Crazy. But it's not as crazy as I was last night. Last night was more like a meth head type reaction for me. I feel like I need press conference style to address my rant from the past couple of days. I'm freezing. Like, for real. I'm freezing balls right now. It's bullshit. Turn this fucking air conditioning down. Not the music. The air conditioning. I'm such a diva. The AC is off. I'm good. But I need to address this because I have been, and I need to apologize to my fans. I need to apologize to my loyal Red Sox, fellow Red Soxers, my fellow Red Sox nationese. That doesn't make any sense, but I need to address this. The past 2 days with the Miami Marlins, I've been very unreasonable. I feel like some of it is justified, don't get me wrong, because for some reason those games were much more of a struggle, I guess, than I was anticipating. Therefore, it made it that much worse to watch it. Because it was a fucking roaring dumpster fire to win those 2 games. Last night, however, was pretty fantastic. You know, winning 14-6. We had the biggest inning for offense since 2003, scoring 11 runs in one inning. That bottom of the 7th inning for the Marlins, I'm pretty sure we went through like some of their bullpen from like 2011. I mean, we just kept going and going, and this all was started by Mookie Betts hitting the home run. All of it. On Mookie Betts' Rubik's Cube night, by the way. What a gimmick that is. But I feel like I owe people an apology because, as a matter of fact, I feel like today, since I didn't do a show yesterday, I'm doing a bit of a bonus show today, more like an extra show. So I just want to pull this up because if people aren't aware why I'm not as active on Twitter anymore, it's because I'm boycotting Twitter right now. I'm using it to push my shows. I'm using it to get the word out on new blogs, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing it for exposure. But as far as live tweeting and stuff during Red Sox games, it's not happening. So I've been doing it over on the forums, which you should go to, by the way. Go sign up on the forums, sign up for the website, throw some hearts down on the blogs, do some reading. They're very short. They're not that bad. So my Red Sox versus Marlins thread on the forums, 8 comments, which is low for a thread of mine. It all starts off hunky-dory. This was from game 1. Score 3-1. Good guys. I found my hat. I knew that was why the Red Sox were losing, which was an ongoing bit because the last week and a half before this game, it was a struggle. The Red Sox were I think they were 5-5 in their last 10. They really were stinking it up. And I found out that it was my hat. And it is my hat, by the way, to go ahead and give away the happy ending to the story. But it was. I've had my hat now for the past, 2 days. We've won both of our games. It's not a coincidence, people. It's a legitimate thing. I bought a starter jacket, $130 starter jacket. I spent $160 in the MLB store first day of the season. I bought both of these items. Does anybody else think it's just a fucking coincidence that they're having the best Red Sox season in the history of their program? I don't think so. Not a chance. I don't believe in superstition. So from that, we go to this. That's the second straight batter that Brian Johnson has had at 0-2 and then walked or given up a hit. His ability to not finish a battle is really driving me nuts. And then I say, the Red Sox are back when fucking Eduardo Nunez is hitting rockets. That was after the Nunez home run. And then my wife just texted me, said, I'll give you $10 to take Gavin to school. That's when we are undersleeping and overly stressed. It's weird. But I'm going to take the kid to school. I'm not going to charge my wife $10. Yes, I am, because I'm getting another one of these fucking coffees. So this is where the down spiral happens, okay? This is where it gets bad. Follow me here. I go from talking about, the Red Sox are back when fucking Nunez is hitting rockets to all capitals, God damn you, Matt Barnes, you piece of shit. Seriously? Watching the Red Sox the past 2 weeks has been painful. Legit headaches. And then it gets crazy. If it hadn't already. I don't want to see Matt Barnes with a ball in his hand for the rest of the year. As Matt Barnes was leaving, this is what I tweeted. This is what I posted. I hope Barnes went deaf from those boos because Fenway let him fucking have it. Oh my Jesus! What in the fuck? I got it! For real? For real? Did that really just happen? Live Amber Alert. I don't even understand it. Emergency alert, Amber. I gotta read this. Okay, I see it. Let me read the fucking thing. Amber Alert. Sturgis MI Black 2000. The Men in Black? This is an Amber Alert? Chevy Traverse. I don't even understand this. This Amber Alert that's coming through, I can't help anybody. I don't fucking understand it. It reads, Amber Alert, Sturgis MI. I'm assuming this is for Michigan? Why am I getting Amber Alerts from Michigan? Sturgis, Michigan. Black 2009 Chevy Traverse, Michigan. Am I stupid? What does this shit mean? I don't have a fucking clue. How am I supposed to help? Amber Alerts are for kids, right? Unless the kid is a fucking robot, I don't even understand what the fuck I'm reading. It's fucking bullshit. You sit there and just blew my fucking eardrums out, and you left me with a fucking goddamn Game Shark code from 2002. What the fuck, man? And this was from last night. Back to the tweets, if I can recover. I'm done. This was last night. I'm fucking done with this series. I can't even, oh no, I made a typo. I said, and I quote, I'm fucking done with this series. I can't even wash it anymore, as if I was bathing it. I can't even wash it anymore. Now, I wanted to address everybody. And I mentioned yesterday on the JB radio show, I tweeted out something very irrational. I stand by it because I don't believe in deleting tweets. I stand by this. It was irrational. I still kind of stand by it. Not as much. Irrationally tweeting out at 9:46 p.m. yesterday, I'm officially announcing my change of tune in the Red Sox this season. I have zero confidence in this team. No doubt in my mind we are 50-50 on choking in the playoffs. World Series? ? Not likely. Now, this was after the Marlins carved up our bullpen, which is a legitimate concern. Okay, it is. That game against the Marlins was one of the biggest gaps in our bullpen I've ever seen. And after last night, I want to say this too. This is not a Red Sox podcast. This is me just sounding off because I've had a lot of people asking me about. They're like, dude, I haven't seen you blow up like this over a regular season game this year. It's like, that's funny. You weren't here for when I was watching the Red Sox Yankee series, but it's okay. I'm just glad to have new people listening. Thank you so much for subscribing, which you can do, by the way, iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, jbshow.net, all over the place. We're like AIDS. So, did I just say that? So last night, Hector Velasquez came into the game. This guy's a fucking scrub. He's another guy. Matt Barnes, shred his jersey. I don't want to see him again. If I see him again, I'm going to get angry. Hector Velasquez, and you know what? I'll give Matt Barnes a pass to an extent. He had a really fucking bad game. He's had a bad 2 outings, actually. He can go fuck himself. Hector Velasquez, fuck you. All right? Fuck you. I don't want to see you on a mound with a baseball, a glove, a cleat. I don't even want to see you. I don't want to see you. Fuck you. That's how legitimately mad I am at Hector Velasquez right now. Dude, you got... Okay, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I'm getting mad. We won both games. We ended up coming back and winning last night and the night before. The Marlins were up 4-2 headed into, 4-3 headed in the 7th inning. 5-3. Why do I keep fucking that up? And we scored 11 runs. We won at ease, 14-6. I know. Please understand, this is exposing me for the piece of shit that I am. Okay? Let's move along. Let's go over the notables from last time. We got some baseball to talk about. I mean, I know I just talked about baseball, but Jesus Christ. Boston smashing the Marlins 14-6 like it was no problem. That Houston Astros and Athletics series really heating up. Out of the 3 games, Houston's got 2-1, I believe. Do they have one more today? Is it a 4-game series? Was it a 4-game or a 3-game? Let me check real quick. So they won last night 5-4. The day before, I believe, Oakland won 4-3. Houston won 11-4, and so it was a 3-game series, and now Houston's headed back to play the Angels again. So Oakland dropped the ball there. They had it at a 1.5 game lead in that AL West, but now they dropped the ball, man. They really did. No pun intended. And they're 2.5 back. It was a very important series. They did their job against Seattle. They were unable to do it against Houston. Who are the defending champs, by the way? Is Jose Altuve back? I haven't watched an Astros game in like a month. What's some other notables here? The Mets smashing the Cubs. I didn't even realize it yesterday, probably because we didn't do the show, but it was a doubleheader yesterday between the Cubs and the Mets. They split it. My very least favorite when it comes to betting on Pick'em is when the splittings happen in doubleheaders. I just can't stand it, especially if I bet. I don't split it. Everybody knows I'll go off on a 5-minute tirade if I talk about why and especially why I don't split bets when it comes to doubleheaders. You take the same fucking team no matter what. Just take the same team. I'm not going to do this again. Here's a notable. The San Diego Padres beating the Mariners 8-3. If the Mariners are not careful, I just want to bring this up, by the way, and anybody that thinks I'm full of shit, somebody the other day tried saying that I never said the Dodgers wouldn't make the playoffs this year. Fuck you. I think it was Young. Go fuck yourself, Young. How do you have access to this show? Was it one of the free ones? I should make you pay just for the ones on YouTube, too. Just for you. I said in like the OG days, if I may refer to them, back in May or April when this show started, I think it was in April or May, that I said the Dodgers wouldn't make the playoffs this year. I said it. You can go back and check the fucking tape. I said it. If I say I said something on this program, I did. Which, by the way, just to back up my cause here, the Dodgers, a game back on Arizona in the division, and in the wild card, they are a game and a half out. A lot of baseball to play. I understand it. But I'm telling you, it's not happening. But if I say something's not going to fucking happen, and I say that it happened on the show, I'm dead serious. And one of them is the fact that I have been high on the Tampa Bay Rays since this season started. There was at one point they had a down spiral, then they started heating up, and I was like, you know what? You can't sleep on this Rays team. They're very good. They spoiled the Red Sox opening day. It's okay. We're 92-42. It is what it is. We're 50 games over 5. We're very, very good. We're a very good baseball team. But the Tampa Bay Rays, you can't fall asleep on them because somebody did last night. It's the Atlanta Braves. They really fucked up. So the Braves scored only 5 runs on 11 hits. It's a shame, but they had an error. And the Tampa Bay Rays made him pay. 12 hits, 8 runs. I'm telling you. You go back and check the fucking tape, people. I said that Tampa Bay is really good this year. They're way better than the record reflects, which now they're 9 games over 500. At one point, I think they were like 15 games under 5. And they have fought back. But here's my point. The Mariners losing to the Padres last night, 8-3. If they are not careful, they may get knocked out of the play-in game, and it could be Tampa Bay. Wild card in the AL between Seattle and Tampa Bay, which I granted New York and Oakland are in the position. Tampa Bay is only 8.5 games back on Oakland. If Seattle's not careful, they're going to lose their spot in earning that play-in. Because New York and Oakland have it right now. New York, I'm pretty sure they got it. All right? I mean, that's pretty safe. They got like a 9.5, 10-game lead over Seattle. But I'm telling you, Tampa Bay, don't fall asleep on them, guys. I'm telling you, do not do it. Other notables, the Yankees. Speaking of the Yankees, they do suck shit. They lost to the White Sox. They just lost the series to the White Sox. And I got to tread lightly here because we're about to play them for 4 straight days. Shut up. For 4 straight days, we're about to take on the White Sox, okay? I got to tread lightly here. I have no doubt in my mind that we will smoke the White Sox. I have no doubt in my mind. We got set up for good pitching. As a matter of fact, tonight we have Porcello on the hill. I like that. We have Eovaldi. Not huge on that, but I'm okay with it. But Erod is returning this weekend, Saturday. Eduardo Rodriguez making his return. I can't fucking wait. I hope Erod smokes their dicks. And then Brian Johnson, who I'm okay with. Brian Johnson on Sunday. Totally okay with all this. We have a great 4 days of pitching coming up. But the Yankees losing a series to the White Sox has got to be the worst. That is horrible. They just recently they tied a series with the Orioles. They lost the series to the White Sox. I mean, come on, people. What are you doing? I mean, you're going to chirp me every time the Red Sox lose and you're a Yankees fan. You can't even beat the fucking White Sox in a series. Go fuck yourself. What are you guys in your last 10 games? Last 10, 7-3. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, we're 4-6. But what of it? Last time I checked, we got a 7.5 game lead over in the AL East, and we're 92-42. Get the fuck out of here. Whiny, greasy-haired, meatball-eating, spaghetti-snorting pieces of shit. What else we got here? Went off on a tangent. So the Orioles are really embarrassing the Blue Jays. If you're a Blue Jays fan right now, how close are you to pulling that hammer back on that 45 to blow your brains out? It's got to be close, right? Losing, granted, you're 60-73. Dude, you're losing a series to the Orioles, and you're not even fighting. The Orioles just won last night 10-5. The night before, Baltimore beat the Blue Jays 12-5. The night before, I'm pretty sure they won, though. The Blue Jays, no, they got shut out. They got shut out 7-0. Dude, you guys suck. Like, I mean, they stink, dude. The Blue Jays, I mean, are they worse than the Orioles at this point? I mean, when you're getting donged like that by the Orioles, man. Unbelievable. Is it a 4-game series? Tell me they're playing again tonight. Looks like they both get a night off. Huh, interesting. All right. It's only a 10-game day today. We got to get to it, by the way. I'm taking my sweet-ass time on these notables. What else we got here? Notables. So apparently the Reds game last night was a wild one. The Brewers-Cincinnati Reds game, 13-12 finish. Brewer winning in the 10th inning. Through 10 innings. Damn. Long game. I heard it was a good game. I don't know anything about it, so there's nothing to cover. Other notables. I already covered Tampa Bay and the Braves. The Braves losing. The Dodgers beating. That's not a fucking notable. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pittsburgh shutting out the Cardinals. That's wow. And Mikolas was pitching. That's tough if you're a fucking Cardinals fan. How are they doing right now over there in the NL East? NL Central, excuse me. They're 4.5 back on Chicago. I'm pretty sure they're in the wild card, though. They are with Milwaukee. All right, let's do some baseball picks today, shall we? We haven't done baseball picks in a day, and I know people are itching. Red Sox, White Sox. It's a Sox party, baby. Ricky Porcello, 15-7, 4.18 ERA. Giolito, 10-9, 5.85. This is a no-brainer. We are in the south side of Chicago. I had listen. I was supposed to be there for this Red Sox series with the White Sox. I had tickets and everything, all reserved. It was going to be about a $400 trip to do this, but I decided to pass on it. The hotel was ridiculous. Anyways, the tickets for all 4 days accumulated to only like $180 because I bought like mid-level seats, and for some reason, with the White Sox stinking, I mean, you know, it was easy to get tickets. I think after everything, it was an old fan who used to listen to the show. He said that he knew somebody that worked for the White Sox organization, and he could get like a promo code to discount the tickets, and it worked, and it only ended up being about $160. I thanked him up and down, but I ended up not taking it, which is a shame. But anyways, I'm going to be salty. Maybe not. Maybe sweet. Well, there's no sweet when they lose, but you know, we'll see how it works out. If it turns in and we score like 80 runs over 4 days, I'm going to be really pissed. But Red Sox. Day baseball. Love it. Milwaukee and the Reds. Milwaukee Brewers, yeah. They got Miley, 2-2. 232, a lot of twos. There's 4 fucking twos and 5 numbers there. So Milwaukee's taking on Reed of the Reds, who's 0-1 with a 3.68 ERA. He is red hot right now, and I'm being absolutely sarcastic. Brewers. More day baseball, 1:10 first pitch. Minnesota, Cleveland, Odorizzi for the Twins, 5-8, 4.38. Clevenger, my boy, love the guy, love Clevenger. He's got long locks of love, baby. He's 9-7 with a 3.30 ERA. Minnesota upsetting Cleveland last night was an eye-opener. I also saw some dude get pegged last night by some Minnesota batter. He literally got hit with like a frozen rope, and it was a foul ball, and he just got drilled right between his fucking eyes and cocksucker. Cleveland. Clevenger, he's still on the list. Don't bet against them. Tigers and Yankees. Liriano, 3-9. Man, he stinks this year. 4.82. J-Happ, 15-6, 3.80 ERA. It's going to be really tough for me to pick the Yankees today. I mean, they do stink, but I got to pick them. They're coming off that series loss with White Sox. They're going to be all charged up. Yankees. Pirates and Cardinals. So the Pirates stole one yesterday. They got Musgrove pitching tonight, 5-7, 3.56 ERA. Gant for the Cardinals, 5-5, 3.56. I don't think that the Pirates get another one from these guys, so I'm going with the Cardinals. Cubs, Braves, little NL action. Montgomery for the Cubs, 4-4, 3.62. Fulton Ewitz for the Braves, 10-8, 2.67 ERA. I'm going with the Braves. I know that loss last night really probably bothered that Braves roster. I don't even remember who they played again. Who was it? Why am I drawing a blank? I honestly don't remember who it was. I think it was the Rays. Right. I looked it up. So the Braves and Cubs. It's in Atlanta. That definitely helps. Braves. I'll take Braves. I mean, honestly, it's a toss-up. They're so close. 78-54 for the Cubs, 74-58 for the Braves. 4 games in between the records. They're both very good. They're both leading their divisions. I'm going to go with the Braves. I'm going to stick with it. Astros and Angels. It's in Houston. Justin Verlander's pitching. No more words. Astros. So one more word. Let me see what we got here. Mariners and Athletics. Another big one, man. This time it's in Oakland. God damn, this is going to be a big series. And please tell me it goes into the weekend. Please, please. Yes, I'll be watching those night games. Oh, yeah, both nights, too. Sunday, they're doing a 4-game series? Come on. Feed me. I got a 3-day weekend. Help me out here. I want some good baseball for Sunday night. All right, I'll take what I can have. So we're set up for some good baseball for a wild card race for sure between Oakland and Seattle. If Oakland wants to make that, if they really want to solidify that spot, they just got to wrap this up with the Mariners. LeBlanc's pitching for Seattle, 7-3, 392. Montes for the Athletics, 5-3, 375. It's tough, man. Oakland's coming off that series loss to the Astros. They're going to be hungry. So are the Mariners, though. I mean, the Mariners losing to the Padres. That's got to stink. I'm going to take a wild pick here today, people. I'm going to say the Mariners, and that's an upset just because, I mean, it's Oakland. They're really, really good, but I'm going to take Seattle today. Diamondbacks and Dodgers. Ray for the Diamondbacks, 3-2, 4.73 ERA. Hill for the Dodgers, he's 6-4 with a 3.50 ERA. Diamondbacks are playing some really fucking good baseball. They really are, man. 73-60. I mean, Dodgers aren't terrible, but they're just not winning the games they should be. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks. I could not give I'm not even going to bet this game. I give no shits about the Rockies or Padres. This is like that's like one of those matchups, like the worst. It's like if the Pirates played the Padres or the Pirates played the Orioles. Like, actually, I would rather watch an Orioles game than a Padres game. Like, why do the San Diego Padres, like, why are they still there? Do they really have a loyal fan base? Why can't you send, like, the San Diego Padres to, like, one of the fucking Dakotas? Like, they need to send somebody to the upper, like north like that. Like around the Dakotas or Montana. Call them the Montana Padres. Call them the Montana fuckheads. I don't know. But LA does not need 30 fucking MLB teams. Get rid of the Padres. They haven't won a champion. They have never won a World Series. Get the fuck out of here. You guys stink. Boston's won 8. So Rockies, Padres, I don't give a shit about it. So I'm not even going to read the numbers. I give so little shits about it. I'm making you guys do the research. But I'm going to take the Rockies. All right, let's do the picks one more time. I got to get out of here. A little extra time here on the show today, about a half an hour. Red Sox over the White Sox. Brewers over the Reds. Or I should say, Brewers over the Reds, yeah. 12:35, yeah. Listen, it's a good accent. Clevenger and the Indians over the Twins. The Yankees over the Tigers. The Cardinals over the Pirates. The Braves over the Cubs. The Astros over the Angels. The Mariners over the Athletics in our upset pick today. That's Mariners over Athletics. Diamondbacks over Dodgers. And Rockies over the fucking Montana Fucksticks. So that's it. That's episode number 74, guys. It's in the books. I hope you guys like this show. This was a free edition. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we drop free episodes of this. But if you like this show, you can hear it literally Monday through Friday, except that's a really bad plug considering I didn't do one yesterday. I was busy. I apologize. It's a terrible time for me to have taken a day off. But if you do want to hear this show, 99.9% of the time, Monday through Friday, patreon.com/JBRadio. That's patreon.com/JBRadio. I'm also getting ready to set something up on Podbean over there. So if you guys want to hear the show every day, you can buy each episode over there for $0.25. I'm just working on something small right now. But if you want to hear the show every day, go to patreon.com/JBRadio. They have an app. It's easy. You get my show every day, and you can get every single show I put up on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. $1 a month, and you get a minimum of 20 shows a month. That is a fucking steal, man. That is a absolute highway robbery. So make sure and check it out. Also, check out the HQ of all things JB Radio over at jbshow.net. That link is provided down below as well. Leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes as well. Make sure and check out the JB Radio Show from yesterday with my special guest, Seth. It was a fun show. We talked about a lot of good shit. Very funny. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm ready for a little baseball, and then we're going to be back tomorrow for episode number 75. We're headed into the weekend. Labor Day weekend! I am JB. And until next time, what a weird fucking outro. I can't talk today. Where's my coffee?